In this tutorial, we will explore how you can create an interactive game using Gemini and share it with your students. Gemini is Google's generative AI assistant, designed to help you save time by drafting lesson plans, summarizing content, or generating new ideas. As a Google Workspace division, our school has the Gemini for Google Workspace add-on, which brings its most powerful pro capabilities right into your familiar apps like Docs, Sheets, and Gmail. So let's look at how you can use Gemini to create an interactive game for your students. First, navigate to gemini.google.com. If you aren't already logged in, you may need to do that and accept any agreements that may appear. Next, we will turn on the canvas. Gemini Canvas is an interactive workspace within Gemini that allows you to collaborate with AI, featuring real-time editing and dynamic visual previews for various projects. Now, let's add our prompt. For this prompt, we are telling Gemini that we want to create an interactive game using code that our students can play that helps them to practice their multiplication tables from 1 to 12. I also added that I want it to have a Christmas theme. Notice that I'm typing to Gemini as if I were texting this to a real person. Now, hit submit and watch the magic happen. Gemini first gives us the HTML code that is used to create such an interactive game. Then, once the coding is complete, it will show us a preview of the interactive game. You can switch back and forth between the code and the preview at the top of the canvas. You can also test out the interactive game in the preview section of the canvas. Now that we have a working interactive game, let's put it somewhere that our students can access and play. In a new browser tab, navigate to sites.google.com. Here, you will want to create a new blank site. Now, give your site a title. In this instance, we are just going to call our site Teacher's Math Page, but you can make yours anything you want. You can also set the banner type to be a full-page banner and set a photo as the background of the banner so that the site looks more inviting and friendly. On the right side, you will see a toolbar panel. Let's add a new page for our game from the Pages tab. Select Pages, then click the plus button at the bottom right to add a new page. Give your page a title. For our page, we will call it Santa's Math Game, but you can call yours anything you want. Now select the new page you created from the list of pages on the right. You may also want to change the size of the title for this page to be just title only, so that this page is not so busy. Now, in the toolbar on the right, select the Insert tab. We will be using the Embed tool on this page, so select Embed, then click Embed Code on the pop-up that appears. Now, go back to your tab with Gemini, and select Code at the top of the canvas. Then you will want to click the Share button, and choose Copy Contents. Now, go back to your tab with Google Sites, and paste the code into the embed box. Click Next, and the code will then generate your interactive game for inserting into the page. Once the interactive game appears, click Insert, and your game will now be on your Google site. You can resize it, so that it fits and looks good on the site. Now we are ready to publish the site. Click the Publish button at the top right of Google Sites. You will then need to give it a web address. The web address will be sites.google.com/wiseK12.org/ whatever you type here. You also need to manage who can view the site. You can leave it set to anyone at Wise County Public Schools if you like. But if students might be accessing this site from home, it might be easier to set it to a public site. This is totally your preference, but for our situation, we are going to set the site to public. However, it is recommended that you put a check in the box that says Request Public Search Engines do not display my site. Congratulations! You have now published your Google site that includes an interactive game you created using Gemini. You can share the web address of your site in Google Classroom. The web address will be sites.google.com/wise-k12.org/ what you typed into that publish box. If you have any questions, please reach out to your school's instructional technology resource teacher. Thanks, and happy learning!